Hello, I'm Will. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to give you the very basics of a drum set beat. So if you're a beginning drum set player, this is a great beat for you to learn. If you can count to 4, you can play this beat. Okay? So it's very simple. We're going to use 3 different instruments. 1, we're going to use the bass drum. 2, we're going to use the snare drum. And 3, we're going to use the hi-hat. And like I said, we're going to use 3 different instruments. And we're going to use 4 different limbs. So we're going to use the right hand, the left hand, the right foot, and the left foot. The left foot's the easiest. All you're going to do is keep your left foot down the whole time on the hi-hat. Your right foot is controlling the bass drum pedal. And your left hand is going to be used on the snare drum. And your right hand is going to be used on the hi-hat. Okay? So the very first thing we're going to start off with is the counting. The counting is in 4. And we're going to count like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so forth and so on. So if you can count to 4, you can do this beat. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to play our bass drum on beats 1 and 3. So let's practice that. We're going to count you off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next we're going to use the snare drum. The snare drum is going to hit on beats 2 and 4. Let's count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. All right. So that's bass drum on 1 and 3, and that's snare drum on 2 and 4. Try to keep the volume similar between the bass drum and the snare drum. So don't try to play one louder or the opposite. Try to play them both similar. Okay, so let's incorporate both of them together. We're using the right foot, bass drum on 1 and 3, and the left hand on the snare drum on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 1. Okay? You have to do that over and over and over and over. So something I try to do is something I try when I'm learning a new phrase or a new piece of music is you're using a lot of intensity learning that new piece of music. So sometimes you get frustrated, sometimes you get a little bit off, but the key thing is to focus as much as you can, and then when you need to, take a little break. Take a little break, get yourself a drink, walk around for a minute, and then when you sit down again, set that focus up, count yourself off, 2, 3, 4. And I promise you, it'll continue to get better and better and better. Okay, so we've got the left hand on 2 and 4, the right foot on 1 and 3. We've got the left foot down on the hi-hat, Now it's time to use the right hand. The right hand is going to beat, you're going to hit it on every single beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's all 3 pieces of this drum set lesson. You've got 1 and 3, 2, 4 on the bass drum. You got 1, 3, 1, 3 on the snare drum, and then you have your 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 on your hi-hat. Now, what you're thinking is, okay, let's do all 3. No, let's not do all 3 just yet. Let's work on 2 different limbs. Let's work on the right hand with the bass drum. Okay? Remember, bass drums 1 and 3, hi-hats on all 4. Try to keep the sound similar. Same volume. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now let's try the hi-hat with the snare drum on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Practice that over and over and over again. I'm telling you, do it 15 minutes, take a little break, do it for 15 more minutes, take a break. You will have it down eventually, okay? Once you have these 2 isolated down with the hi-hat so perfectly, it's time to add all 3 together, okay? And take it slow, don't go fast. If you have a metronome, set it to 70 beats per minute, set it to 60 beats. Whatever you have to do to get it started. I know I've started different exercises at 50 beats per minute just to catch it before I can move on. You want it to be perfect at a slow speed before you continue to a fast speed. Okay? Let's add them all together and let's have some fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. Keep practicing, focus, always be prepared. Have a great time.